Hi from Florida. As you can see behind me, we're getting there on the tree damage. We still got a long ways to go. It's tiring. My arms hurt from picking up brush and doing all that bullshit. But today I woke up and I had this overwhelming song in my head. And I was like, oh, that's the song. So it's called Ain't It Sick by Mona. And that's a band I saw that opened up for Blue October a few years back. And they were really good. And the funny story was, as I was buying a t-shirt for Blue October and I looked over and I saw the Mona t-shirts. And I remember saying, oh, that's just the opening act band, you know. I'm not going to buy their t-shirt. And then I looked over and I said, wait a minute, that guy looks familiar. I knew it was the guy in the band, the lead singer, who has a beautiful voice. And I felt so bad I bought the t-shirt. I said, this is a beautiful t-shirt because it looked like a lion and it was really cool. And I gave it to my the person that I used to date, that I went to the show with, and he wore it. Well, the reason why I'm bringing up this song is because it's a lot of animosity. After I had done that and went out with him for a while, he was known to be a very bad alcoholic. So it got to the point where I had to put him in rehab. It's really sad, but I was like, you know what? We're going to get through this, I'm a very non-judgmental person, and I'm like very helpful. Took him there, put him in rehab. It's like I took some of his things they wouldn't allow, like his phone and stuff. People kept calling him, so I would answer. I was like, hey, he's in rehab, But, the old saying, curiosity kills the cat, right? So I had gone, and like most people do when they're like, I think I better go through that phone, which I know, that's a privacy issue. That's what all narcissists say when you do go through their phone. How dare you go through my phone? Well, you acted suspicious, so we're going to go through the phone. And I found a message on there, and it had that song and that video in it, and it was sent to his ex-wife. And it said we could have had it all, and blah, 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 and all this stuff. And I'm like, wow, here I am putting this person through rehab. And I find this, among other messages from other women. And it was so shocking to me because I just didn't even know. I had no clue. I was like, we're going to get through this. We're going to go to rehab and get him all sorted out, that's what you do. When you go out with people and you're a loyal significant other, you help people out and you try to get through it. And we're all human and we can all make mistakes and fall with addictions or anything else for that matter. And there's such a gray area with that. But this really upset me and crossed the line. And I just put all his things in front of his door and it's like, that's it, I'm done, It was terrible. I was devastated because I didn't even know. I'm like, am I just a seat filler here till he can get back with the other person or whatever? And I said to myself, I'm not doing that, I'm not going to be a seat filler or somebody for someone that's trying to, get back to their other person. And I left for a while, and then I got hoovered back in and triangulated again multiple times after that. I don't know. At the time, I was very naive. I had gotten over a divorce, and I really hadn't dated. And, I hadn't dated since the freaking 90s, So I was like the perfect victim. And I just got to be the role of the mommy girlfriend, people pleaser, seat filler for someone that wanted basically somebody else, but couldn't have that because they probably messed it up with them and did the same things that they were doing to me. That's the sad part. They're all the same. And so the ironic thing that I was thinking of about that song is like, we could have had it all, blah, blah, blah. Ain't it funny how the sweet get better? That's what it says. Ain't it funny how the sweet get better? I was like, wow, how ironic is that? It's like this relationship. So I'm just going to triangulate. This is my triangulation of that. We could have had it all. We could have had it all. Everything. You know? But inevitably, a narcissist will destroy that because they're always looking for something better than you. Better than what they used to have. And then when they're with you, they wonder if the person I loved is still better. And then, is this a seat filler? And then they focus on the old instead of whomever they're with. And then they triangulate you and make you feel like you have low self-esteem or something's wrong with you. So, don't be a seat filler. Don't be a people pleaser. If you do find messages from exes or stuff like that, you need to leave because it'll only get worse. It won't get better. You don't want to be get a time waster taken away. Think about that. 2-3 years of your life. That's wasting time. That's wasting your precious time when you could be doing other things with other people and being happy and at peace. And instead, you're with a time waster that is controlling and triangulating you, that really doesn't want to be with you, that secretly likes someone else or wants to go back to someone else that they probably did the same thing to, but they always want to go back to what they used to have, thinking it's better. It's really weird with narcissists like that. It's not just that one I dated that was like that, but several others. They would do that kind of stuff. So that was the song that came up, and I'm like, in the middle of all this, oh, it's so pretty up there in the sky right now. In the middle of all this destruction after the hurricane, I feel like there's a lot of stuff coming up that I remember. And it was just weird that song came up this morning in my head, when I was just waking up. And then I listened to it. I'll put a link in the description box about it, and maybe you can hear it. The singer for Mona is really good, and he's actually a nice guy. So I just remember being so angry about that song that I would not even let this person play that band around me. I was like, they are cut off. Don't ever play it, because I get really, music really affects me. So, songs and music, that would really affect me. But now, it really is amazing. It doesn't even bother me now. It's actually a really good song. But don't be a seat filler, people. Narcissists love to waste time. They want you to hurry up and then wait. Don't do it. Don't fall in the trap. They want what they want at that time. And in reality, they can't truly love anyone or care about anybody, because in reality, they have so much shame for their own selves and all the awful deviant things that they've done. And they know it. They just won't ever admit it. So stay safe. I hope that if you, after Hurricane Milton, you get cleaned up. I'm not even remotely done. I have trees down so many places that it's overwhelming. It looks like a giant went out and just took all the trees and picked them up and threw them on the ground. But for some reason, even after all this destruction and just having these memories come up, I have a peace now that I know, that I feel better about things, and I'm aware and educated about narcissism. And, the more you know, and the more education you get on it, the least likely you will to get involved with another relationship like this, because you'll know you'll have the red flags. So stay safe out there. I hope everyone gets cleaned up after these storms. I'm praying for everyone. And that's all you can do, is just keep praying to God because if you don't have faith, you don't have anything. I have total faith in God, and I am so happy and so blessed because nothing happened to my house. I mean, I have total destruction around me, but my house is not destroyed. Like these people in St. Pete and flooded out, you know, destroyed. Or my house isn't totally taken away like in North Carolina in the Asheville area. So I'm truly blessed, and I want to thank God for that. Better days ahead, guys. Just remember, when you have these memories, let them come in. Let the memories come in and go over every little piece of the puzzle with it. And realize the amount of manipulation and calculating behavior that the narcissist can do to you with triangulation. It's just a control mechanism. And don't feel bad about yourself when they do it to you, because they don't even know what they want. They don't even love themselves. And they're definitely in a self-love deficit. So thank you for watching the video. If you'd like to donate to me, I mean, I need help, and I don't want to admit it, but I need help. If you want to donate to me, feel free to do so on my Cash App, Sky Viking Girl. All right. I hate begging for money. I would live in a box before I beg for money. But I'm really bad off, guys. All right, cheers for Florida. Hey, remember, bad brains, PMA, positive mental attitude. I'll put that song down below for bad brains too. Stay in your positive mental attitude. Get that PMA. Cheers for Florida. Lots of love to you all. Peace and love. Bye.